All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol WKHS, Workhorse Group Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all my subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. So Workhorse has been recovering and very volatile through this recovery from the lows way back here at 15.14, and from that point forward, it has jumped up to newer highs. It fell. Some consolidation, sideways movement, but still in a bullish trajectory. And here we saw that it was so volatile that it jumped up, it broke through resistance, reached 1854, fell back down, and started to run back up to these highs here of about $20, leveling off right now at 18. So the volatility on Workhorse is phenomenal, but that's also a sign of the volatility as it's going up can go in the other direction. So this needs to kind of stable out for the bulls to actually have a healthy run, because when you look at it, it's been in a very bearish run, but the bullish run, every time it gets up, it falls back down. So the question here is, could the bulls hold themselves up now and stop this from hitting newer lows? I want to go ahead and state that at the end of this video, there's going to be a trivia question. So I look forward to seeing your guys' comments down below. So stay tuned till the end for that question and answer it at your best, obviously, possible understanding on what it is that I'm going to ask. The reason why I do these questions is due to the fact that by doing this, you guys can memorize certain cues that are important. It also makes me emphasize, in other words, points of the chart that are speaking very loudly, and it's important to pay close attention to them. And if anybody missed it, by you guys answering it, you guys are helping others in the community, other investors, other viewers with those questions and with those points of reference. So I really appreciate it when you guys go out of your way to answer those questions. So let's go ahead and jump into what the chart is showing us. We're going to look at our new resistance level. This is going to be a very narrow stretch based off of this leveling off. And then I'm going to talk about it a little bit broader so we can see what's important for the coming days and if it breaks through any of these points, right? So the 50-day moving average is 1768. Super important number. If it breaks through that, we'll be in bearish territory. And as long as we stay above it, we're in bullish territory. So right now we stand in bullish territory, and it's very important for the bulls to continue to work their way up to newer highs so that this could actually, what a terrible arrow, but so this can actually reach newer highs and newer resistance levels. If it does not continue to work its way up and it goes up and down with volatility, sideways movement, this 50-day moving average at some point will cross upwards and make the price be below it, and the 50-day moving average will be above it. So super important to keep that in mind. I know that my drawing is terrible, but I just like to go ahead and point it out so you guys can see why it's important for the bulls to continue the momentum and not allow this to stay in a sideways movement, because even though you're still in bullish territory in this area, this 50-day moving average will catch up to the price and then it ends up below it. But let's go ahead and see here what the charts are showing us. So our resistance level, this is the most important point right now for the bulls to even start a catalyst. If they break through this resistance level, then the most important point in the long term, sort of say in the rest of this week or next coming days, is 2005. They need to break through that. It's the highest point they reached in this bullish run, even higher than the previous highs of 19 and some change. So 2005 is super important for the bulls to reach newer highs and newer resistance levels. So keep that in mind. This is the most important point to see new highs and continue the run. But to even get started to continue the run, the bulls need to break through resistance, which is 1927, turn that into a support, pull away from it to pull further away from the 50-day moving average to reach newer highs and newer resistance levels. So that is the beginning catalyst, and it is what's going to allow the bulls to continue this momentum of staying in bullish territory. Super important for the bulls. to break through 1927, turn it into a support, and start to reach newer highs and newer resistance levels. I want every single investor to keep that in mind and pay close attention to how it's reacting, and to emphasize on every single point here that we're about to look at, that 1927 is the most important to even continue the momentum of being up here. And way up here at 2005 is the most important for this to hit new highs and new resistance levels beyond that. Now, on the other hand, we have our support. The support level is 1839. 1839, I want to emphasize, pay close attention to the behavior of the stock. If it breaks through it, we're not too far from it. It's currently at 1857. And watch how quickly it's hitting newer lows and getting closer to the 50-day moving average. Because if it breaks through the support of 1839, you're going to want to see, even though you're still in bullish territory, how quickly it's moving down and the bears are gaining control to get closer to the 50-day moving average and cross it, which is their goal, to be back into bearish territory. Or are the bulls reappearing in between this area between support and the 50-day moving average to bring this one back up and stop it from hitting newer lows and staying in bullish territory? So yes, 1839 gets broken through, you're still in bullish territory, but you're going to want to monitor how quickly this is hitting newer lows, or if the bulls are trying to reappear. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. So, trivia question. What is the most important point for the bulls to break through to reach newer highs and new resistance levels? What is the most important point for the bulls to reach newer highs and new resistance levels? It's one of the most important cues for the next coming days and weeks as this plays out according to the volatility of this chart. I look forward to seeing your guys' comments down below, and thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video. In that video, we'll be discussing about the S&P 500 index and how it's been rising up on scheduled dates. The dates in the chart speak for themselves, and it's a really informative video. I don't want any of you guys to miss out on it, especially with how bearish the ending of October was and how bullish we are now from the beginning of November till today. And tomorrow is the next one, so I really encourage you guys to check it out. It's going to be very important to look at because we talk about also the possibilities of the rest of the week according to what the charts show. So check out the video. I'm not there to guarantee profits. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. It's just a video informing everyone on how the S&P 500 index is rising up several points on these scheduled dates. And if it's rising up several points on these scheduled dates, there's individual ticker symbols rising up with it, anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share. I know it may not seem like a lot, but per share it does add up. And like I always say, if you put $1 into the market and you got back $2, profits are profits. I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything. I'm just here to inform everyone that there's an opportunity to maximize profits and minimize losses. Check out the video as it pops up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.